learning English for years but still hesitate to speak fluently? You're not alone. And it's not your grammar that's holding you back. In this video, I will share the top 5 mistakes that most of us make when we try to speak in English. Welcome to English and More with Anshul. Let's get started. Mistake number 1. Learning grammar but not utilizing it. Most of us learn every rule in that grammar book. We all know that every tense in that grammar book, but we don't, utilize when we are communicating. It is just like, learn to swim by reading a manual. Well, you will still drown in the conversation if you do that. So how to rectify it? Here's the tip. Start using small phrases. Talk to yourself about your daily routine. How did your work go? It will help you to fix your grammar. The second tip that you could do to rectify your grammar or to utilize your grammar while you're speaking is to follow YouTube videos. Maybe watch some English movies that with subtitle, of course. You can start with that small step. Mistake number 2. This is something that I have seen it around me, and where doing a literal translation from your native language. Yes, we all do that. Well, this slows you down. You think in your native language and then you try to translate in your head from your native language to English, and that's why you pause, right? Let's not do that. Let's not try to do the literal translation of, whatever we want to communicate in English. But instead, let's follow this tip. The tip is train your brain to think in English. You heard it right. When we communicate in a particular language, we often, subconsciously or consciously, we do this, we try to think in English and then we talk in English, right? That's what you're supposed to do. You can even do this small test. If you think in your native language, automatically you start communicating in your native language. So it's better that if whatever the language you want to communicate in, it's important that you train your brain to think in that particular language, and the language will flow automatically. Mistake number 3, fear of making mistakes. This is your biggest block. We all feel that we might be judged on our language skills. If I speak the sentence incorrect, people might think like, oh my God, this person doesn't even know how to talk. Right? This will be your biggest roadblock in communicating English fluently, right? So let's not fear, when we are committing a mistake, but let's use this tip instead. Celebrate your mistakes. Yes, celebrate your mistakes. That means you're actually learning something. If you are doing certain mistakes in certain points, that means you're actually learning something. And let's remember, fluency comes with practice, not with perfection. And let's also not forget, none of us have become, fluent without committing any mistakes. We all have committed mistakes. Mistake number 4, passive reading only or passive learning only. We only read and watch, but not practice. We all watch the tons of YouTube video that talk about English language. We do sit and read a lot of books that speaks about how to communicate fluently, but we don't practice that. So what to do? This is the tip. Use a 70-30 rule. 70% practice, 30% input. Speak aloud, write a diary. When I say write a diary, make sure that you write in English. Use a language exchange app. Try to communicate. Nowadays, we are all privileged that we have something called Google with us. So when we are trying to communicate in English, and thanks to AI around us, I think it will help us in a further flow. You may simply open the Google AI and you can just say, is the sentence correct? What would be the correct sentence? So that you will also learn at the same time. There is no fear that you will be judged on it. Mistake number 5, inconsistency. Practicing for 2 hours once a week will not help, but practicing for 15 minutes every day will make a lot of changes. Yes, language is like a muscle. You have to use it every day if you want it to work perfectly. So what to do? Here's the tip. Let's create a 10 minutes ritual. 3 minutes speaking, 3 minutes reading aloud, and 4 minutes listening or writing. This will help you in understanding, or you can say it will not eat away most of your time from your daily routine. Now you may know that fluency is not about the knowledge, but about, a habit. So which mistakes are you guilty of? Comment below and let's fix it together. If this video helped you, well, like and share it with a friend who needs it. And subscribe. I post every week to help you speak in English, be it in your work or in life or anywhere in between. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.